As long as you're not afraid of the cold, you're going to be just fine. So we're just waiting to get started. I think, is it already on?
Yeah.
Oh, welcome. We welcome all our virtual travelers as we come together for our service here, our Park and Pray, just as the light is dimming and this beautiful time, beautiful day. So I'm going to invite over Bruce Corris, our synagogue president, to welcome you here. Oh, we're still waiting for...
He'll be there. God willing.
Fair enough. Hey, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome to our chilly Shabbat Shalom at Shir Shalom. A chilly Shalom, but a nice one. I say it's a bonus. It's the middle of October, and the weather is cooperating, and we can be out here as long as we're bundled up a little bit. I do want to say a special thank you to everyone who took part in Walk Off Hunger Week. As you know, it came back to the place where it all began, right here in our parking lot. Walk Off Hunger Week was a very successful event. We raised, I think the final number was about $68,000 for Feed More Western New York, which is a bump up from last year, and we had more walkers than last year as well. So that was really nice. It was a great mitzvah, and this temple played a big role in it, which was really, really nice. We got a lot of stuff coming up in the next week or so. I'll be back a little later with the announcements. In the meantime, Shabbat Shalom, and enjoy a brisk fall Friday night service. Look at her. Look at her. She's got her gloves. She's got her cap. No mucklucks. Where are your mucklucks?
They'll be
Shabbat
here.
Shalom, everyone.
You just give her about 2 more years and she'll be real adjusted. If this was a Bills game, we'd be really happy. This was great weather to go out to the Bills game. Okay.
A little bit of bim bam and stuff.
Yeah, we're going to start off with some bim bam. That's a way to get the juices flowing.
Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Sing with me. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat 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 shalom. Last time, everyone with me. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam,
Bitty bitty bop.
bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam.
So I know a way to warm us up. We lit
Balmy.
our candles here. So we're going to turn to our candle lighting. We can imagine it as a hearth just over here in the middle, warming us up. I know whenever I go to the Bills game with Todd Sugarman's box, they have the heaters blasted down on you. I wish we had those here. They're wonderful. But we get a little Shabbat candles. I don't think they give off much light, right, Harvey? They're pretty dull here, but at least we can imagine the heat. So page 120, I'll turn to the cantor to bless the Shabbat candle.
Shall I light them too? Are they lit?
Oh, yeah, they're lit. It's hard to see them.
Oh, there you go.
Don't blow out the flame.
Walk softly too. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlikner shel Shabbat.
Bless the candles. May they light our way into Shabbat, and we're going to sanctify the Shabbat day with Kiddush. Please join with me. Baruch atah, page 123, I'm sorry. Hey, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitchanu mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho, v'yava uvratzon, hinchilanu, zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila l'mikrae kodesh, zecher l'tziat mitzrayim, kivanu v'acharta, v'otanu kidashta, mikol amim, v'shabbat kodshecha, v'ahava uvratzon, inchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Amen. L'chaim. I think if we were in Russia or the Ukraine, we would have some nice vodka there. Now that would warm us up. We are going to welcome in the Shabbat, page 138. She's approaching. Don't you see her beautiful colors over here as she comes in? We're going to sing the first verse and the last verse. On the last verse, we will turn towards the beginning of our parking lot where our wonderful guard is here, or our police officer, Amherst officer here. And we'll bow to the bride of Shabbat as she enters, and then we'll welcome each other by just waving hi like this. On the internet, if you want to let us know you're here, just tell us where you're from and wish Shabbat Shalom to everyone.
Lecha lecha dodi, tikra tikra kala, pene pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi, tikra tikra kala, pene pene Shabbat nekabela la 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 la. Lecha dodi, tikra tikra kala, pene pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi, lecha lecha kala, pene pene Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'sachor v'dibur echad, ishmi'adu el ha'miuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, v'shemo tiferet v'ritchila la 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 la. Lecha dodi, Mikrat mikrat kala, pene pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi, mikrat mikrat kala, pene pene Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret ba'alav, gam b'simcha u'v'tzola. Takemonei yom sekula, boi chala, boi chala. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat lecha kala, pene pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, pene pene Shabbat nekabela.
So I had a chance to visit Ithaca this week. How many of you have been to Ithaca before?
Yes, it's gorgeous.
Oh my God, and if you think the trees are nice here, you should see them over there. You may be seated. And I had a chance to walk through some of the most amazing places in the world. It's one of the most beautiful sections, and everyone wore a mask. It was incredible. One of the places we visited was connected to Cornell University. I'm sure we have some graduates over here somewhere. As we were walking through, and I was looking at my daughter and remembering the last time I was in Ithaca, believe it or not, was 11 years ago when she was 1 year old. So I wrote this poem thinking about her little tiny legs as she used to run around, and she was just learning how to walk and run at that point. It's called Nostalgia. I went chasing after places I've already been, sitting in pine groves as the light hit them just so, remembering where you once ran on pudgy legs, up steep inclines so proud you made it to the top. You are chasing chickens as I fend off lurking roosters. I wanted to show you, my child, exactly how it felt as we trampled over fresh leaves. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't. Show you what it was like when I, watching you, my darling, tried to escape me. You stand so far away, your legs not so pudgy anymore. Too much had happened. You needed your own place, holding place, where memories could blow like breeze, and you too could hope for so much more than this world could offer. We rise in thinking about all of those we love and all the different stages and all the places and the memories that we'll hold dear and hold on to. The call to prayer is page 146, and wherever Jerusalem is, we're facing her.
Baruch hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Vaed.
We remain standing for the Shema, page 152.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Le'olam Vaed. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Le'olam Vaed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
You may be seated. We continue with the V'ahavta, page 154.
V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברתם בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות הידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם המזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים אלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Page 155, let's read together in the English, focusing on that first word, love. Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work, whether you are tired or you are rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gates. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot, so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai, your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai, your God. I want you to take a moment now to think back in the week. What is the memory that you're going to hold on, that you're going to savor? I read about one for me that's going to sit deep in my heart. What is it for you? Think about a person's face, a smile, a beautiful sunrise, sunset, a moment that you're going to carry with you. And also think about something that you're ready to let go of. We all had things this week, maybe something we didn't get done, maybe someone we lost, had to say goodbye to. Let's think about what we want to let go. We take a deep breath in. All the things that we want to hold on to, we hold them deep within ourselves, and we let a breath out, letting go of all that we don't need anymore, that's encumbering us. And I'm going to invite you, if you so choose, to rise. We're going to have our silent meditation, our silent Amidah. It's sometimes called the Tefillah, the prayer. It starts on page 164 in the Hebrew through 170. Take a minute or two to center yourself. Think about what's important in your life. Send out prayers of love and thanksgiving to those that you love. Connect to the divine. Take that time now for yourself. Turn to page 170, a prayer of peace, Oseh Shalom.
Oseh Shalom bimromah, Uyaseh Shalom aleinu, ve'al Israel, Imru, Amen. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ya'ko Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ya'ko Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ya'ko Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ya'ko Yisrael.
May God give us peace in this time. I think I almost said priests. You may be seated. Sometimes I just like to turn to a random page, and I found a beautiful blessing on 171 there. The days pass and the years vanish, and we walk sightless among miracles. God, fill our eyes with seeing and our minds with knowing. Let there be moments when your presence, like lightning, illumines the darkness in which we walk. Help us to see, wherever we gaze, that the bush burns unconsumed, and we, clay touched by God, will reach out for holiness and exclaim in wonder, How filled with awe is this place, and we did not know it. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. Blessed are you, God, our holy God. We are going to turn our attention now to prayers for healing. If you want the prayer itself, the Mishabera, it's on page 371. I'm going to invite you to say names. There's a number of people I'm thinking, but we're not going to announce them to Sheridan Drive. But we'll say it here quietly amongst ourselves. When we say a name, whether silently or out loud, we're projecting, we're sending out prayers. It could be for yourself even. I know Drora Settle, who helped to write the prayer, Rabbi Settle always said the prayer was intended for the speaker as well, for the singer. We're going to collect all those names as we sing the Mishaber.
Mishaberach avotenu mekor hambracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mikor hambracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
May God send prayers out to all that need. May people not feel alone. May they know that our hearts and our prayers are with them. So Shabbat Shalom, everyone. How many of you have ever had a song stick in your head? I can't tell you how many times. They're so wonderful. You know, the next day, I'll be in the shower and suddenly the prayer will come to me. I'll be like, there's Cantor Frank again. She's got it in my head. There's something in popular songs called a hook, right? They're trying to hook you. They actually try to have multiple hooks in the same song. And the stronger the hook, the stronger the pull. And so there was one song that was coming to me this week, I think because we're entering Genesis. It was just the perfect song, and I never connected it to starting the book of Genesis, starting the Torah, restarting again. But the hook itself, I could throw out the rest of the song, but the hook is just so beautiful. It calls to us, and the song's about relationships. And, you know, there's plenty of songs about relationships, but there's the part of the song that always spoke to me. It's by Coldplay. I'm sure you've heard of it, The Scientist, back from 2003. Yeah, it's one of their more popular songs. It's the hook is, nobody said it was easy. No one ever said it would be this hard. Oh, take me back to the start. How many of you found yourself singing that before? Now, you're going to kill me because you're probably doing it now. It's a sense in the song that's communicated. It's about this relationship, but it's really about us. You know, you start something, and you know it's going to be hard, but you don't know it's going to be that hard. And at a certain point, you say, all right, let's just go back to the beginning. It's a lot easier over there. That's the experience of Genesis. You know, we read about Genesis, so beautiful the first day, and then what happens immediately after? We have Adam and Eve, We have Cain and Abel. We have all these disasters leading to next week, the flood and chaos and all these kind of things that it'd be so much nicer and neater just to go back to the beginning where everything's so orderly. But of course, it's sort of a romantic notion because the beginning is hard. You know, I'm from Philadelphia originally, and Philadelphia is the home of liberty. It's the place where everything started, and I always romantically look back to 1776, and I thought, it would be so amazing to be in that time frame. Or the beginning of Israel. Some of you lived through that here. You know, I always wanted to be there on the ground to create something. But when you were living through it, it must not have been easy at all. It was quite hard. But afterwards, you just feel the wonder, the glory of being in the beginning. And I was thinking about that word, Bereshit. It's actually multiple words. The way Hebrew works together is, you know, an initial letter can combine with other letters to make a word. So Bereshit, you might hear the middle is from Rosh, head, beginning. That first letter sometimes is translated in or when. It could be a variety of things. But I was thinking of that first letter, the ba, the bet. And the sense of the beginning, it isn't just the beginning. It's in the beginning. It's in like you're stepping into it. It's like a container that you step into and you sit in for a little bit of time before you have to leave. That sense of being in it. So here, in the beginning, Bereshit, let's step into that feeling, even if it's scary. And even if we want to go back to the start, there's glory on both ends. We have a long journey ahead of us this year. We're only in the beginning. We have 1 week at a time as we will pile through the 54 portions. But we will make it there. We will find ourselves. We will find meaning in that journey. And we will once again be in the beginning next September, October. So we are going, and I had a poem that I wrote just this morning. I'm just trying out these poems. You can tell me if you like them or not. But this one, it came to me while I was walking my dog. It always happens. It's called Paradise Lost, or at least that's the name for now. Before Cain killed Abel, before fruit left table, before your label destroyed our fable, did we, your children, have a world to build on, free bad decisions and deliberate confusions, where we perchance could really ask whether goodness could last in our collective grasp? Or was destiny sealed before wonder revealed, and this fresh world already soiled? Did your uncovered voice leave us a choice, allowing your kindness to reveal our blindness? Or did floods just enable the fall of Abel, of fruit despoiled, left on empty tables? So, still working on it, but it's a start. It's thinking about that beginning time. Okay, so I think we are actually at the end. We're ready for Aleinu, page 586. If you're ready, if you're outside, please rise, or you can straighten your knees. 586.
עלינו לשבח, לדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. אנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Page 591.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
You may be seated as we turn to the Mourner's Kaddish, page 598. We have a long list of passings in recent days, and sometimes I pick up the list. I found out one I didn't know about. Charles Dobler was the great uncle of Laura Majeski. Thinking about her, and I know Audrey Nadell lost a dear friend. What was her name? Okay, I'm sorry, I can't hear very well, but we'll take her name in there. And we're remembering Donald Alcock, Grace Bluestone, Myra Falk, Pam Harrisburg, William Mahaney III, Jay Rosenthal, Eli Ruckstein, Ed Shunk Sr., David Schwartz, Phyllis Siegel, and David Sievers from this past month. On our yard-side list from years past, we remember Joshua Anbar, Josh W. Atkinson, Mary Jane Atkinson, Esther Bates, Ida Benson, Philip Bookbinder, Max Brown, Sarah Cohen, Bonnie Sandler Feynman, Alan Gillens, Dora Heskins, Mark J. G. Hirschhorn, Gittel Hutner, Frank Nightinger Sr., Pauline W. Lindenfeld, Anna Rosenthal, Arlene Millman, Anna Rosenthal, Neil Rudin, Annette Schaefer, Selma Siegel, Minnie Baker Silverman, Harry Lewis Smith, Reuben Sunshine, Louis Tobkin, Stephen Weinstein, Charles Weitzner, Irwin Weiner, Bernard Zinderman, and Joan Zinderman. And we invite you, if you have others, and those of you who have come for a yard site or for passing, we hope that it provides comfort here for you tonight. Okay, all those whose custom it is to rise, at, again, page 598. Yitgadal, Yitkadash, Shemei Rabbah, V'alma, V'ra, V'rete, V'yamlich Malchute, V'chayachon, V'yamachon, V'chayedachol, Beit Yisrael, V'agalav, Yisman, Kariv, Yimru Amen, Yehei Shemei Rabbah, V'rach, Le'olam U'me'amaya, Yitbarak, Yishtabak, Yitpa'ar, Yitramam, Yitnaseh, Yitadar, Yitaleh, Yitalal, Shemei Kudusha, V'rechu, Le'ila, Min kol birchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechamata, damiran b'alma v'yimaru amen, yehei shlomo rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimaru amen, oseh shalom v'yimarmav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'yimaru amen. May the one who creates harmony and high bring peace to us, to all Israel, to all the world, and we say amen.
Amen.
Seek for Nam Livracha, may their memories be for a blessing. You may be seated, and Bruce Chorus.
That's it, Bruce Chorus.
For our
announcements. For the announcements. Is here for the announcements. Thank you.
I got so cold, I'm sorry.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. You know what I was thinking during your sermon? When you kept talking about in the beginning? Who was here July 1st, 2012, in the beginning, when the two temples came together? And it was our first day as Congregation Shir Shalom. So we've been part of the beginning of something.
Yeah.
That was the first thing I thought of.
Very true.
Mazel tov to Marshall Harrisburg and his family on his upcoming bar mitzvah tomorrow afternoon. Thank you to Rabbi Alex and Cantor Frank for a wonderful service that warmed us up. Wait a minute. Sport coat and slacks, heavy coat, gloves. Who's more appropriate?
I even have a long sweater on.
There you go. Anyway, it's worth it to be out here. It's worth it to be with all of you. And obviously, every chance we get to be together, we will. We want to thank Mark Nightinger and Sue Hill. Where are they? There they are. Who are also, look at her. She's like she's in Alaska tonight. Anyway, we want to thank Mark Nightinger and Sue Hill for being our farewell greeters tonight. Next Friday night, we will be, hopefully, weather permitting, in the parking lot. If not, we will be inside. But either way, next Friday night will be 6 o'clock, live stream via Boxcast. In November, we're going to 7 o'clock p.m. Stay tuned. We'll see what we can do. Tomorrow morning, we have virtual offerings, Torah study at 9 a.m. via Zoom, Shabbat morning service, and virtual Kiddush luncheon at 11 a.m. also via Zoom. Go to the website for the links. The Bar Mitzvah of Marshall Harrisburg will be at 1 o'clock p.m., and that will be live streamed via Boxcast. Hey, Sunday morning, religious school opens up, opening day. That will take place via Zoom. Please look for emails for your child's grade or on the calendar, which was sent from the religious school. If you have any questions, please contact our religious school director, Erev Simons. We are back in the parking lot a week from Tuesday for a Shabbatas from 4 to 7 or until sold out. Please be sure to order in advance. I know I will be seeing quite a few of you, either helping out or driving through. Those are very important to us, and we're going to see how we do on that. This is late October. I'm sure we're going to do one in November, and beyond that, we're going to play it by ear. We'll see. Who knows? You might be driving past the temple in January and say, look at that, they're doing a Shabbatas. You never know. If you have borrowed High Holy Day prayer books and have not yet returned them, shame on you. What are you waiting for? You want to be inscribed in the book of life, not the book of shame. So, anyway, you can return them at any of our Friday night park and praise, and there's a container by the main door. I'm talking more to the people who are on the stream, because the people who are here have done so, I think. We have a container, weatherproof container by the front door, and so you can drop them off there, drop your books off there anytime, and there's a pad and paper in there so you can write down your names so we can keep track of everyone that has returned them. If you need anything at all, at any time, contact the cantor, the rabbi, Joanne, or myself. We are always here for you. Shabbat Shalom, and again, thank you so much for being part of the Shir Shalom family.
Thank you, Bruce. All right, I think we're at our closing prayer, which I'm assuming is a Dod Olam. Yeah, Dod Olam, page 625.
Adon Olam,
Adon Olam,
Asher Malach,
Asher Malach,
B'terem Kol,
B'terem Kol,
Yitzini Ra, Liet Nasa,
Li'et Nasa,
B'chefzo Kol, Azay Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam, Ve'acharei Kiklot Tzakol, Levado Yimlok Nara Adon Olam, Ve'hu Hayah, Ve'hu Hofeh, Ve'hu Yeh V'tifara Adon Olam, Adon Olam,
Adon Olam,
Asher Malach,
Asher Malach,
V'terem Kol,
B'terem Kol,
Yitzini Ra, Liet Nasa,
Li'et Nasa,
B'chefzo Kol, Azay Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam, Ve'hu Echad, V'yein Sheni, Lecham Shilo Lehachbira Adon Olam, V'li Reshit, V'li Tachlit, V'lo Ha'ozah Bisa Adon Olam, Adon Olam,
Adon Olam,
Asher Malach,
Asher Malach,
B'terem Kol,
B'terem Kol,
Yitzini Ra, Liet Nasa,
Li'et Nasa,
B'chefzo Kol, Azay Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam. Before I go on, if you can bounce around a little bit in your chairs, I can't hear you sing, but then I know you're with me. Ah, there we go. V'hu Eli, V'chai Goeli, V'tzor Chavli V'tzara Adon Olam, V'hu Nisi, U'manosli, Benakosi B'yomeka Adon Olam, Adon Olam,
Adon Olam,
Asher Malach,
Asher Malach,
B'terem Kol,
B'terem Kol,
Yitzini Ra, Liet Nasa,
Li'et Nasa,
B'chefzo Kol, Azay Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam, B'yado Hapkid Ruchi, V'yetishon V'yahira Adon Olam, V'yimuruchi, Kiviyati, Adonai li v'lo b'bra Adon Olam, Adon Olam,
Adon Olam,
Hashem Malach,
Asher Malach,
B'Terem Kol,
B'Terem Kol,
Yitzin Ivra, V'Yeit Nasa,
V'Yeit Nasa,
B'Chefzo Kol, Azay Melech Shemo Nikra, Adon Olam.
So I wish that I had like Harry Potter's power here. Cantor said her daughter's out over there. So over in Universal Studios, I guess, in Orlando. Then I just lift it like that. So we're going to lift our challah symbolically. Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
yeah, go for it. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. As you came in peace, may you leave in peace. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for being part of our Shir Shalom community. Shabbat Shalom.
Actually, my daughter's boyfriend bought one of these wands that you
Yes.
take it throughout the park, and it does all these crazy things at all these different locations.
Yeah, no, we didn't fall for that one, though, because it would have my free.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like $50.
Oh, he wanted it for so long, he had to have it.
It's pretty cool. It's a little computer program. You can actually, you can get those it's quite an amazing place. But don't go on that Harry Potter ride. I got so sick.
Oh, my daughter was sick for an hour.
Oh boy, that's like in a wedding.
Twilight is the parking lot. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I know it freezes a little bit when I move it, but we're not going to be out here for that much longer. No, we're not. So this is close to goodbye to the parking lot.